In this video, we will walk through the process of creating email settings in Gmail to control who can email whom within your domain. We begin at the home page of the admin console. From here, navigate to Apps, then Google Workspace, and finally, Gmail. Once in Gmail, we go to the compliance features. This is where we will use rule settings to manage our email restrictions. In the compliance section, we will use the content compliance feature to create rules. On the left, we have our organizational units. In this example, we will navigate to users and students, specifically targeting students from the lower school in Year 8. These rules will only apply to this specific group. In the content compliance section, we add a rule. This rule can apply to outbound messages or, as in this case, internal sending messages. This way, we can monitor when they try to email other people within our organization. If an email is sent from this organizational unit, we add a custom header. We will name this custom header Student. In the value field, we will input a lengthy string of characters and letters. This unique string allows us to identify incoming emails. It's important to use a random string rather than a word to avoid confusion. Once done, press Save. Every time someone in this organizational unit sends an email, this unique string will be attached in the header. It won't be visible in the email, but will be embedded in the email's code. Remember to give your rule a name. We'll name this one Student Header. After naming your rule, press Save. We can use the same area content compliance rules to limit the incoming emails. For instance, if we don't want students from Year 8 to email each other, we can add a rule that limits student-to-student communication. This rule will apply to both inbound and internal receiving emails. We'll look for specific content matches, but instead of a simple content match, we'll opt for an advanced content match. We'll search in the header for our text. After setting up this rule, we'll save it. This will capture any email sent by another student in Year 8. Now, we can decide what to do with these intercepted emails. If we decide not to allow students to email each other, we might simply reject the email. By pressing Save, the system will automatically reject any such messages. If we wanted to, we could send a response message explaining why the email was rejected. However, we'll leave that option blank for now. After finalizing these settings, we'll save the changes. Remember to give this rule a name for easy reference in the future. Let's call it Students Receiving and press Save. Now, we have two rules in place. One that adds text to the header of any email sent by a Year 8 student, and another that deletes any received email containing that text in the header. In this instance, we've constructed a system where students within a single organizational unit, OU, are unable to email each other. However, if a student from this OU attempts to email a student from a different OU or a teacher, the email will be delivered. With these compliance rules, we can create any combination of communication permissions. Perhaps students aren't allowed to email teachers, or maybe they can, and vice versa.